Hi, this is Ian Banyard from Cotswold Natural Mindfulness. On day 7 of my natural mindfulness self-connection experiment. This morning was fun. It was a very windy, very rainy day, and I actually had a Cotswold Natural Mindfulness walk booked this morning. So the hardiest of our members joined me this morning. So thanks to Neil Gaylor and Karen Wills who were out with me this morning doing a bit of mindfulness while nature was acting up a bit. Nature was in a bad mood this morning, I think. It was performing a little bit, showing off, and there were leaves blowing everywhere and a lot of rain. It was actually a fantastic experience. I do actually enjoy walking in the rain when I've got the right kit on. I've got the right waterproofs and good footwear. And it's great. And at one point this morning, actually, the wind dropped, the rain stopped. And because we were out in nature, it was a lovely experience. So that was then after that walk finished, I did my 20 minutes self connection on my own at the end of that walk when I walked back to here where I live in the Cotswolds, and it was interesting. 7 days of connecting to myself, very different to what I thought it would be. I kind of had thoughts about some preconceived ideas about the results I would get and how it would go. And let's face it, we're only 7 days in. It's a 30-day experiment, and I've got a review of these first 7 days to share with you. But first of all, what I'd like to do is I'd just like to thank everybody that's joined me. I mean, we had over 100 people were interested in the in this experiment, and then out of those, about 34 people have joined me. I've registered on my website, www.naturalmindfulness.uk, and have joined me on the Facebook group and have been posting up their experiences and commenting on other people's experiences. It's been fantastic. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd name you all. So I'm gonna if you excuse me, I put my glasses on. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna name everybody that's joining me on this, because I think it's important that you get a mention as well on this first review video. So a big thank you to Anna Jackson, Lisa Venables, Jane Hay, Yolandi King, Miyuki Miura, Steve Pickin, Jessica Bonnard, Karen Herman, Karen Willis, Gail Smith, Karen Barbara, Kat Day, Linda Williams, Lindsay Moore, Jenna Duff, Judy Green, Lisa Topping, Natalie Rollman Ward, Lisa Vinton, Lupita, Fiona Lizelle, Kerry Connolly, Lisa Martman, Angela Haynes, Jackie Berkey, Jackie Strain, Pippa Woodford, Pom Jones, Amy Collins, Chris Riley, Tom Maloney, Ank Kupak, and Jenny Hughes Malara. I hope I pronounced your names properly. Please come on the group and tell me if I haven't. But I really appreciate that you've joined me, and you are a special part of this experiment now. So it's not just my experiment; it's our experiment. And I mean, my first walk, going off on my own, probably the same as you when you did your first walk. I found that first day very, very tough. My mind wanted to go somewhere else. It was almost like a little toddler pulling at me, trying to kind of, get my attention somewhere else. And I was trying hard to kind of keep my attention on me and my needs. And I actually found the advice I gave you, doing the body scan and breathing, a very good way to pull my attention back and get me back to connecting with myself. And what was great is as I got better at that and used to that and was doing it on a regular basis, when I started to look forward to going out and doing it, I really did, and I wanted to go out. And one of the days I didn't go out till later on in the day, and I was kind of hankering to get out, and before the sun went and before the weather slightly changed, and I finally did get out. And what I've noticed though is that when I am connecting to myself, I'm getting insights, and I'm kind of things that are connected to natural mindfulness, and so my mood has lifted, definitely. I'm waking up happier. I'm sleeping better. My 4-year-old isn't winding me up as much as she usually does, or maybe it's just that when she's doing what she just normally does, I'm not winding myself up as much. I'm kind of a lot more tolerant, I found. And is that because I'm going out into nature every day and I'm focusing on myself? So I feel I've focused on me, so I've got the energy maybe, and I feel I have the time to then maybe go at a slower rate and deal with a 4-year-old's issues. I don't know, but it's a start, and as I carry on through this month, I'll see if that continues. The other thing that's been really, really interesting is that as I've started to focus on me and almost find myself, I've kind of wanted to nurture and look after myself. I found myself at one point sort of stroking my hands. And I was actually sitting, and I was kind of rubbing the side of my face, and I was thinking, I kind of, again, my kids, all my kids kind of liked it when I used to put my hand on their face and just rub their face. And I always find I was doing that for myself while I was sitting, just thinking and connecting to me on these little sessions. So I started making a habit of doing it. So I was doing it kind of more often, which is kind of I suppose, a bit of self-love, really, isn't it? A few strokes for myself, but it was very comforting. And so I kind of found that there's kind of a continuation from one, it's focusing and connecting with myself, but then kind of taking care of myself. So that's been quite interesting. So I think for the next 7 days, I'm going to focus more, obviously still on making that connection, finding a connection with me. But as that gets easier, and it already has started to get easier, I'm going to start, doing that kind of, bit about caring for me, finding where I'm carrying maybe stress and tension, where I have pain, and, and sending good thoughts to that, or just noticing it, and making a commitment to protect where there's pain, and look after where there's pain, and check out maybe where there's pain, so that I'm not just ignoring it, or not just sort of going through that pain and pushing through it in a way I probably wouldn't do for another person, but maybe I've been doing for myself for a while. So that's my plan for the next 7 days. Please let me know what your plans are. Go onto the Facebook group and kind of let us know what you've experienced from this first week, and then what you plan to maybe do in the next week, or don't. I mean, as I said, there's no shoulds and have tos or any of that. This is just doing what comes naturally, and letting it evolve, and let it be very gentle and comfortable in this process. And a great thing that happened as well is I connected with an old friend of mine, Miyuki, who I've mentioned already, and I collaborated with her, and you'll see there's a picture on the Facebook group, which is a picture it's her picture. It's a beautiful picture of a lovely dewdrop, and some words that I've put together that have kind of been coming from this almost meditative state, where I've been giving more thought to where I want natural mindfulness to go, and what this philosophy and what this approach, this practice, this sort of mindfulness practice is on a bigger scale. And it's really evolving. I've got some really great ideas. I'm going to be talking to Miyuki in the following week about some ideas I've got about some more collaboration, but I'll wait till the next video to tell you more about that. So I think that's enough for now. It's the first go at it, and my 4-year-old and wife Penny are going to be back soon, so I was trying to snatch a little bit of time where I could talk to you on the video without being disturbed. So I think I'll leave it at there. Again, thank you very, very much. Please spread the word. If people join us late, I'm happy for more people to come on board if they want to. They can kind of do the next sort of 3 weeks with us. And if some of you got tired of this, please feel free to drop out. You don't have to do this again, but I'd love you to stay on. If you haven't been to my website yet, www.naturalmindfulness.uk, I'll post this video there. There's a space for that to be. If you have a look on the website, it's there. It's under catch up, and you can catch up with the project, the experiment. And I'll also post this around social media and everything else to try and encourage people to go to the website. And if you haven't registered, please register, because then I can let you know when this video and other videos are up. So okay, I think I'll leave it there. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the moments, and I look forward to communicating with you and sharing our experiences for week 2 of our natural mindfulness self-connection experiment. Take care. Bye now.